Tiffany Teal, back with another Red Friday Business Spotlight. Today we are at FestiviTea. Did I say that correctly?
FestiviTea.
Festivity.
Like a party.
And I have today Margo.
Yes.
And how are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome.
Good. How are you?
Great,
Good.
great. Yeah. Love to get out. So you're an Air Force vet. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
I was 17 when I joined the Air Force. And I just wanted to get away from my family and do something, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. So the Air Force seemed like a good idea. And I wound up, before I was 18, I wound up in Japan, stationed in Japan.
Yeah.
And so it was a real growth experience for me.
Right.
And then my second duty station was the NSA in Maryland. And after 3 years, I decided, I don't think I really like being in the military. And they were offering early release programs. So I volunteered for that. And then started working as a government contractor. And I did that for 25 years. I was an engineer. And so, yeah, it was a great experience, but it wasn't a career for me. So, but my husband is retired Air Force.
Yeah, and her husband's retired Air Force as well, and the intelligence as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So about 16 years ago, you all started FestiviTeas.
Yes.
And so how did you get into the teas?
Well, I grew up with a Scottish grandfather, and my grandma adopted a lot of his family traditions. And afternoon tea was just having a cup of tea in the afternoon was one of those. And so I just loved that. I had kind of a chaotic childhood. So that was one thing that always grounded me.
Yeah, yeah.
And then living in Japan, and I lived in England, I just loved the tea culture. So I wanted to bring that to the States.
Little tea shops in Japan.
Yeah.
I've been researching things. So we're planning a big family trip to Japan in a couple of years. It's going to take us a little bit to save up. But
that's cool.
Yeah, so I'll have to pick your brain about where to go.
It's fun. I want to go back. It's a wonderful place. So.
Yeah. You have a lot of events and things that go on. You want to tell us about a few of those?
Sure. So one of our big missions here is to support other local small makers and businesses. And so everything in our shop except our tea and our china are made by local artists. And then we host those local artists for classes, pop-ups, events. So for example, this weekend we have, tomorrow night I have my macrame artist teaching a macrame class. Our caterer is teaching a charcuterie class tomorrow evening. Tonight we have our Teevenings event where we are staying open later, and you can come in and drink tea, and we're going to have special desserts by local bakers. We do watercolor classes. We have the Girl Scouts coming next week to sell cookies. Lots of stuff. So you can find all that on our social.
Okay, yeah. And we'll list the website here and the socials as well down here. So you can go and take a look at their calendar of events and reach out to them. Now I noticed some of them back here, you have your teas?
Yes, these are all our loose leaf teas. We also supply tea to other businesses. So we have teas in Hallmark stores. We supply tea to Rockledge Ranch, the McAllister House. We do private label teas for businesses and retail shops and stuff like that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So if any of your businesses out there would like to sell some tea or have it available for your customers, reach out to Margo here, and she can get you the hookup.
Yeah. Yeah, we love to use tea to help tell your brand story. It's an inexpensive consumable product. And so for realtors, it's a great gift to give their clients. Anything, a retail shop, a brewery, even, you can associate teas with beer. There's a lot of ways to connect tea to your products or services.
Awesome. And then, so all your contact information is listed on the socials. So you can go there and reach out to Margo if you have any questions. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out here.
Yeah, and thank you so much for your donation to the care packages that we send to soldiers that are deployed. They just love to get a little taste of home and knowing that someone here at the home front is thinking of them while they're overseas fighting for our country. And if you are a veteran-owned business or military spouse-owned business or military charity organization, we'd love to feature you on an upcoming Red Friday Business Spotlight. Just go ahead and either DM or comment below and we'll get that scheduled. Thank you so much.
Thank you.